I'd like to take you through what efforts we are making in meeting those expectations using digital identity and biometric technology. So IATA has been working with industry partners and governments to transform the travel process under the One ID initiative. So we have looked at the journey and we have divided that into two focuses. One is digitalization of admissibility, another is contactless travel. So here admissibility means whether the passenger is in possession of their right documents to enter the destination country. And airlines are mandated to check those documents by regulations. And usually this is done manually at the airport. So digitalization of admissibility is really aims to enable passengers to prepare their documents and store those documents in their digital wallet on their device and share them with airlines remotely so that airlines can check those documents digitally before the passenger reaches the airport. And contactless travel aims to enable passengers to go through the touch points with biometrics recognition without having to show their documents by sharing their biometric image and journey details in advance. So for both focuses, the common drive is that we really want to move the processes off airport so that the passengers can arrive at the airport ready to fly, meaning ready to drop their bags and go straight to the boarding gates without having to see an agent to show their documents. And for this, we are looking at using digital identity and biometric technology. Then what is a digital identity? It is a broad term used broadly and can have different interpretations depending on the context and the use. But in general term, digital identity is a set of electronically captured and stored attributes and credentials that can uniquely identify a person. So for the purpose of One ID, digital identity can cover the biographic and biometric information of the passenger, which is the information of the passport or any other travel, identity card documents that can be used for travel. And passengers have to share this identity information as well as the other travel document information with multiple parties throughout their journey for multiple purposes. And this should be done more easily, digitally, and in a privacy protecting manner. For this, we are looking at using open standards that can also support global interoperability, scalability, as well as data protection. So speaking of data protection, this is a very, very important topic for airlines because airlines operate globally. That means they must comply with various data privacy laws and regulations across jurisdictions, and this is very challenging. That's why IATA has put privacy as the top priority in developing our standards and has set out the following principles to follow. One, first, passengers should be the one who own and control their data. There should be no centralized database, and it's the passenger who decides to share their information with other parties. And also, second, they have to, those parties who need the information, like airlines or airports, they should only request the minimum data required to complete their transaction. And also, third, the passengers should be able to opt in to share their information in advance. And also, they should be able to opt out if they want at any point of time. Then they can come back to the traditional processes. So here's how the journey looks. First, for the preparation for trip, the passenger can prepare their travel documents like passport, visa, and other documents as such. Then they can send this information to the destination government through pre-travel verification portal, where the government can screen the documents and confirm and send the notification to travel directly to the passenger. Then the passenger can store this information in their digital wallet. Let's say there is no such pre-travel verification portal and there's no such notification to travel. Then what passengers can do is they can still convert their traditional paper documents into a digital form, and then they can store those information in their digital wallet, and then share that information with airlines. So closer to departure date, they can share this notification to travel or the proof of these documents directly from their wallet with airlines to demonstrate their admissibility. Then also, if the airport offers a contactless process at the time, then the passenger can be offered a contactless experience. Once the passenger agrees, then they can send their biometric image and also their journey details, so that once they arrive at the airport on the departure date, they can be recognized with biometrics and go through the touch points with biometrics. So using this digital identity and biometrics can bring many benefits to all parties. For passengers, of course, they can enjoy a seamless contactless travel experience with advanced sharing. And also they can have higher assurance for protected privacy by sharing only the minimum required data. And also, they can enjoy reduced queues and faster processing at the airport. For airlines, they can improve staff productivity. They can also save cost through automation, and also they can increase passenger data quality. This is important because they have to send this information to the governments. For airports, they can, of course, benefit from reduced queues and thus less stress or pressure on the airport infrastructure, and also they can optimize space efficiency. For government, if they receive digital identity credentials directly from passengers, then they can also have better quality of data. Then they can also strengthen their border security and improve border facilitation. And by doing so, they can also have opportunities to further combat human trafficking and other border criminal activities. So to make this a reality, standards are the key. And we have been really working together with industry partners and governments to develop the standards for this. For digitalization of admissibility, the recommended practice is now available. And also we developed the first technical specifications to support this digitalization of admissibility process. And they are available for the industry to test as well. For contactless travel, the recommended practice is also complete and available. And we will be working on the technical specifications next year. Also, we will work on another recommended practice on biometric handling, and they will be completed by the end of next year. So the same digital identity can enable a consistent and seamless travel experience beyond flights. So we looked at whether we can use digital identity credentials for the entire journey beyond just airport process, including shopping, for instance. So that means passengers should be able to share their information, identity information, as well as their preferences with service providing parties more seamlessly and digitally, and also in a privacy protecting manner, so that they can be provided more customized offers and better services. So for that effort, we undertook this end-to-end digital identity proof of concept this year. It was really to test the digital identity technologies and demonstrate interoperability. So in the park, there is a leisure traveler going from London to Rome, and she already holds her digital identity credentials created based on her passport, and also the airline's frequent flyers membership programs credentials from 3 different airlines in her digital wallet already. And then I will show you a video soon, and in the video you will see how she interacts with different parties throughout her journey and discloses her credentials seamlessly. So I will show a quick video here.
Aviation connects the world, and the experience of air travel is about to become more seamless than ever before. Digital identity technologies and biometrics will enable passengers to hold verifiable credentials in their mobile devices' digital wallets. These secure and trustworthy documents are tamper-resistant and easy to selectively share with relevant parties. Passengers can create a secure digital version of their passport through a two-step process, scanning their passport with a mobile device, which is then verified with a liveness check. These digital credentials, which remain under their control, can now be selectively shared throughout the travel process, from shopping to boarding and beyond. Passengers can also be issued other verifiable credentials, frequent flyer, student ID, and employee cards that will be stored in their digital wallet. When shopping for flights, travelers' ability to selectively share data, preferences, and loyalty status between parties will allow airlines to present a wider variety of better targeted offers to their customers and could unlock special fares. Legacy booking references and e-tickets will become a thing of the past. Instead, an order is created and issued to the passenger. All the information about the journey can now be accessed through this verifiable credential. Passengers are invited to check travel requirements. They can choose to share selected information to understand what is needed for their destination. The passenger is in complete control of their data at all times. Check-in will be a simple click. Digitally stored passport and order information can seamlessly be transferred by the passenger from the wallet to the connected systems. Travelers will no longer be required to manually input information, such as reference numbers. A short SMS will confirm flight details. Traditional boarding passes may become optional in the future if a contactless process is available at the airport. Depending on the circumstances, travelers will be able to share their information selectively with different parties for a seamless and contactless process. This is made possible through interoperability that is supported by the industry standards IATA is building today. Our traveler is now ready to fly, with the freedom to navigate the airport using only a facial scan, to access lounges and board the flight. IATA's One ID contactless travel standards will make it a reality. Upon landing, biometric gates at immigration allow one to complete the process. All the technology necessary to do this is provided by multiple companies and is currently broadly in individual use. This proof of concept demonstrates how current standards and interoperability can shape a seamless end-to-end travel experience. The future of air travel is here. It puts travelers in control of their data and allows airlines and airports to create more secure, seamless, and personalized experiences for their customers.
Okay, so what's next step? So building on this POC, we are currently planning to do another POC next year with more extended scope. Of course, the POC's focus will remain on demonstrating interoperability with multiple parties and improving passenger experience. Doing these POCs is very important because this is relatively new technology for the industry. So the more we do these POCs and pilots, the more we can learn. So that's why IATA encourages our industry partners to take part in more these type of POCs, pilots, and trials, and share their lessons with us. And also, we are continuing to develop the tools to support the industry. Of course, we will continue to work on the standards and implementation guidance materials next year. And there will be a One ID training and also the publication for the introduction to One ID will be available. That will be available early next year. And of course, we will continue to support industry for more POCs, trials, and implementations going forward. Thank you. That's the end of my presentation.